Good morning everyone. Today we are going to listen about the second chapter in 7th class science, bases and acids remaining section. Already we discussed about the what is the nature of the acids and what is the nature of the bases and what is the nature of the neutral acids and how we test this is acid, this is basis and this is neutral by using the pH value also we discussed in the last class. Now we are going to discussing about the some more experiments how to identify the acids and bases. Already from the tabular form, methyl orange gives red color with the acids and yellow color with the bases. Phenolphthalein remains colorless in acid solutions while it returns pink in basis solutions. From the before table we observed this one, methyl orange gives the red color with the acids and phenolphthalein remains colorless in acid solutions while it turns pink in basis solutions. We already discussed. Let us do some more experiments. Take a neutral acid, say lemon juice, in 6 test tubes and add copper, zinc, magnesium, iron, brass, aluminium pieces to each one of the test tubes separately. Note your observation. Here what we need to take to 6 test tubes. Here observe how the test tubes are there. Here glass tubes, thin and long tubes will be called as the test tubes. In picture you have to observe what we need to do. Take 6 test tubes and take lemon juice in that. All 6 test tubes fill with the lemon juice and after that add copper, zinc, magnesium, iron bars, aluminum pieces in each test tube separately. Then observe what happened, what you are observed from that. Some air will be comes outside in the form of the smoke, not smoke. That air does not have the any color. So how we can get air, that air which color, which substance that air comes from that substances by adding the some different metals to the lemon juice. That metals copper, zinc, magnesium. That metals by adding the lemon juice, which air coming outside. How we can observe that one? We already know lightweight air, lightweight gas. What is the name of that one? That one hydrogen, and also that one colorless substance. So here, what is the air we assume? We imagine that air will be hydrogen. So take a one matchstick, burning matchstick, and can keep it one at the where the air comes from the test tubes. Then what happened to this one? It will be burns fire with. It catches the fire with and also burns high. So Henry Cavendish, an Italian scientist, discovered a colorless gas called hydrogen. Hydrogen, it catches fire with a sound. It is hydrogen. We already know when something will be burning, what happened with the fire? We listen some sound. That sound because of the hydrogen substance. Next, do you know why are the inner side of the vessels made with the bars and copper coated vessels, which are we are using to store some of the food items that are made up of bar and copper coated? Why? Because when some substances are kept in copper container for a long time, then a blue-green layer is formed in the inner walls of the container. Copper reacts with the acids present in the substances and form a blue-green compound. To avoid this reaction, the inner walls of these vessels are coated with the tin. Tin means taragum. So when we store the food items in the copper vessels, so what happened? The acids reacts with the copper and forms a blue-green color fungus on that. Because of that fungus, the food items will be turns into the poison. The food items are spoiled. So to overcome this problem, the inner walls of the vessels are coated with the tin, one type of the metal. Next, why are pickles, jams, jellies preserved in glass, procline and plastic containers? Procline means here pingani. Why we are store pickles, jams, jellies in glasses and procline and plastic? Why not in the steel? Why? Because steel also spoils. Because of the pickles and jams, so food items also spoils. So that's why we are using the glass, procline and plastic containers. They are not react with the acids in the food items. Next one, have you heard about acid rains? What are the acid rains? How they fall on the ground? Acid rains. If any dust contains carbonic acids, sulfuric acids that mixed with the moisture of the cloud and becomes to sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide. Because of that one, rain, acid rains will be falls on the ground. So see here, do you know what are acid rains are? Acid rains are the combination of the carbon acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid with air. Acid rains causes damage to buildings like Taj Mahal and to our skin. Industrial wastage gases contain sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide. When they get mixed with the moisture, they change to acids. Acid rains are also witnessed in our state, Visakhapatnam districts. Can you guess the reason for the acid rains in the Visakhapatnam? The wastage from the industries like a steel plant or a thermal plant, what happened? It will be containing combination of carbonic acid and sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Which mixed with the rainwater, acid rains will be causes. Acid rains will be damages the buildings and also industrial waste and also our skin also affects because of the acid rains. Which gases comes from the industrial? They are contains sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide. When they are get mixed with the moisture of the clouds, that will be changes to the acids that will cause it to the acid rains. The acid rains will be falls on the ground. Because of that, so much of damage will be occurs. Next, take lemon juice into test tubes. Add some pieces of marbles to one test tube and eggshells to another. What do you observe? Bring a burning matchstick near to the test tube. What happens? In this activity 7, what we need to do? We need to do to take two test tubes. One test tube fill with the pieces of marbles and another test tube fill with the egg cells. What do you observe? So because of the in the lemon juice we are adding the marble pieces and egg shells to another test tube. What happened? There is the some gas substances will be released from the test tube. So how we can observe some gas will be released from the test tube? Take one burning matchstick near to the tube. That one will be burning stops. Why the burning stops? When the air will be comes, any burning one will be, it will be comes to the rest position or stops the burning. So from this test tube, by adding the marbles and egg cells to the lemon juice, what happens? Some air will be comes out. So what is the air comes out from the test tube? How we can test? These are due to release of some gases. Pass the gas into the lime water. What happens? Can you see the formation of the perspiration? So in the figure you have to observe by taking another test tube filled with the lime water and enter these gases into that lime water by using the one pipe. Then what happened? Lime water turned into the milky white. It is carbon dioxide. From the test tube by adding the lemon juice to pieces of marbles and eggshells, the test tube releases the gas. Which gas? Carbon dioxide. Here you have to observe. Because of the lime water, the color of the because of the carbon dioxide, the color of the lime water changed into the milky white. We have seen that natural solutions have no effect on indicator. We have also seen that acids and bases have different effects on the indicator. When it is the solution made by mixing of an acid and bases be a natural. We already know what is the indicator. We tell when by adding the substance color will be changes. After adding the some substances the color will be comes to its a real color. That one will be called as the indicator. Already we discussed what is the natural indicator. Turmeric powder. Next, coming to the page number 15. See, let us do activity 8. Take a clean test tube using a clean dropper. Put 10 drops of hydrochloric acid carefully in it and also add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator solution. So what we need to take? We need to take one test tube, very clean test tube, and also put 10 drops of hydrochloric acid carefully in it and also add 2 drops of phenolphthalein, which we need to add phenolphthalein to the hydrochloric acid. Then what happened? We have to observe. What is the color of the resulting solution? There is no change in the color of the hydrochloric acid. So that one will be called as the acid solution. Why? Because phenolphthalein does not gives the by adding the hydrochloric, so that one will be called as the acid nature. Now add caustic soda, which is the basic solution, whose whose concentration is equal to the hydrochloric acid, drop by drop to the test tube. After each drop, shake the test tube well and see if there is any change in the color of the solution. So, by adding the caustic soda to the hydrochloric acid, what happened in this picture? You have to observe the solution will be in the baby pink color. By adding the drop by drop of caustic soda, what happened? It will be comes to thick pink color. So the caustic soda change hydrochloric color. So that one will be called as the basis nature. Next, again add one drop of hydrochloric acid and see if it is changed back to its original position, colorless state. S. If not, then add one more drop of hydrochloric acid. Keep doing this until the solution in the test tube becomes colorless again. Again, you need to add the hydrochloric acid to this pink color state solution. What happened? It becomes to the colorless. That means it comes to the first stage. When we are adding the hydrochloric acid to the phenolphthalein, then what happened? That one will be colorless. It will be comes to the colorless solution. That one will be called as the natural indicator. In the above activities 8, you might have noticed that if we add excess base, that means a caustic soda to acid solution, hydrochloric acid, it gets converted into the base. Similarly, we can change a base into an acid by adding the acid in excess. If you are given a solution of hydrochloric acid, how can you make it into a solution which is neither acid or basis? If you are given a caustic soda solutions, how can you make it into a solution which is neither acid or basis? When acids and bases are mixed in equal concentration, they give a natural solution. So we learn more about neutralization in higher classes. Next, coming to the next topic, fertile land and organic మెన్ష్యూర్. ఫెర్టైల్ ల్యాండ్ సారవంతమైన నేల అండ్ ఆర్గానిక్ మెన్ష్యూర్ అంటే సేంద్రియ ఎరువులు. దీని తెలుగు వి కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ద సేంద్రియ ఎరువులు. We observe if our grandfather or farmer, then they prepare organic measures at home only. If observe if our grandfathers are farmer, they prepare the organic measures at home only by using the animals motions or animals wastages, or by using the some grasses and some wastages. They prepare the organic measures at home only. By using that, we get the fields very fertile lands we get by using that organic measures. And also one field will be used so many times to feeds the field, then what happened? The fertileness of the land will be decreases. So we are using the so many times that field to give the rice to us or any protect to production to us. That one what happened? That field fertileness will be decreases. In recent years, the use of the chemical fertilizers has increased. Through the use of the chemical fertilizers increases the production of the crops. It changes the nature of the soil. Some fertilizers increases the acidity of the soil, and some changes its basicity. Thus, the use of the natural organic measures is become more preferred these days. So by using the chemical fertilizers, so what happened? The production of the crops will be changes the nature of the soil also. Nowadays, chemical fertilizers are used more, increases the usage of the chemical fertilizers. Thus, the use of the natural organic manure, it becomes the more preferred these days. Next, coming to the salts. When we have seen in the process of neutralizations, both the acids and the bases qualities are changed. Actually, when an acids and bases are mixed, a chemical reaction takes place and a salt is produced. When equal quantity of acid and equal quantity of bases will be mixed, then what happens? Salts will be produced. Salt we call sodium chloride. Okay, now how the sodium chloride will be produced, we can see. For example, by neutralizing the hydrochloric acid solutions with the caustic soda. Caustic soda means sodium hydroxide solutions. A salt sodium chloric is formed. Sodium chloric is formed. Formation of salt depends on the type of an acid and bases. Okay, now here we are taking the hydrochloric acid solutions with the sodium hydroxide. Here hydroxide will be cancelled and chloric hydroxide will be formed. Chloric is formed. Sodium chloric is formed. Okay, now salt depends on the type of the acids and bases. So here we observed what is the fertile land and organic manure, and what happened nowadays, chemical fertilizers increases the production of the crops. It changes the nature of the soil also, and also the bases and acids equal quantity mixing. What we get salt. The salt will be called as the sodium chloride. The sodium chloride produced from the hydrochloric acids and the caustic soda. Caustic soda means sodium hydroxide. Next, remember, all natural solutions are not salt solutions. Sugar and starches are natural, but they are not salts. Okay, now all acids and bases mixed, but we are not get salts. So, sugar and starches are naturals, but they are not salts. So, in page number 16 you have to see. Let us do activity 9. Test the following salt substances with red litmus and papers. Record your observations in the table. Salts which changes blue litmus to red are acids. Salts which changes red litmus to blue are basic salts. Some salts affects neither blue nor red litmus paper. They are called natural salts. So from this table what we observe, we are taking the litmus paper. Salts which changes the blue litmus to red litmus, that one will be called as the acid. Already we discussed. Salt which changes the red litmus to blue litmus, that are called as the bases. Salt affects neither blue or not litmus paper, not red litmus paper. These are called the natural salts. Natural salts does not give any color. And acid salts gives the red litmus to blue litmus, and basis also gives the blue litmus to red litmus. So see in the test tube, salt substances, copper sulfate and common salt and sodium carbonate. When we are adding the copper sulfate to the blue litmus, what happened? It turns into the red color. That is the nature of the acid. Next, common salt. When we are adding the common salt to the blue litmus paper, what happened? No change in the blue litmus paper. Sodium carbonate. When we are adding the sodium carbonate to the blue litmus, no changes. Next, copper sulfate. When we are adding the red litmus, no change. Next, common salt, no change. Sodium carbonate, when we are adding the red litmus paper, turned into the blue color. That is the basis nature. Next, let us do activity 10. Classifying salts. Collect some salt substances with the help of your teacher. Make their salt solutions. Test the salt solution with blue litmus and red litmus papers. Classify these salts as per your observations in the given table. So, by taking the acid salt, basis salt, natural salts, already we are here discussed. Copper sulfate is the acid salt, sodium carbonate is the basis salt, and the natural salt is the sodium carbonate. From this table we have to write. Our body needs many types of the salts. We'll lose some salts through exhaustion. So sweet is salty. Do you know use of some acids, bases and salts? Here in this table you have to see. From this table you have to observe the acids, bases and salts. Preparation of pickles. Acetic acid. Removing of grease stain, ammonium hydroxide. Salts, food preservation, common salt. Like this you have to read. Next, preparation of the pulihora, citric acid. Cool drinks, carbonic acid. Removal of ink stains, oxalic acid. Measure batteries, sulfuric acid. Next, removing of gases stain, aluminum hydroxide. Like that you have to read this tabular form. You have to know about the acids, bases and salts. Some keywords are there here. You have to read that one also. I think all of you understood this lesson. Thank you everyone.